He is the winningest coach in the NCAA Division I women's volleyball history. This morning, Rainbow Wahine volleyball head coach Dave Shoji in studio to talk about his new book, Wahine Volleyball, 40 Years Coaching Hawaii's Team, and also joined by co-author Ann Miller. Good morning to both of you.
Hi.
You've been following him a long time.
Probably too long for both of us.
Wow. So this is great. Not only, too, we were talking about during the break, also the movie, The Rise of the Wahine, that came out just recently, the documentary, really chronicling what an incredible history it has been for the women's volleyball team.
Well, not only that, but the history of the actual team. The Rise of the Wahine was actually about Title IX and how that came about and helped the Wahine's volleyball program. But we did a book on just the Wahine 40 years, and we're really excited about it coming out.
So you said you retired recently, and you thought maybe he'd retire first after how many years he's been doing this?
He's like 50 years older than I am. So.
That's what happens when you work together for a long time.
Yeah.
You can jab him sides. So how's that been all these years following him and what he's been doing?
I don't think I knew what I got into, and that was the first thing I did when I moved from California in 1980. But it was pretty amazing. It was amazing back in Clem Gym. I'd never seen anything quite like it. And you know, my roommates in college were volleyball players, but I'd never seen anything close.
I mean, just the emotion involved. I mean, I still remember back watching T, everybody yelling T, and just that. I mean, it's one thing to watch it on TV, but to be there. What these teams throughout the years have generated is it's such a rich history and such an incredible connection to the community.
Well, it is, and that's why we decided to do the book. We thought we've got to chronicle this somehow, and you know, I'm winding down on my career, that's obvious, but we thought we'd better get it done and get it out there before we got too old.
You know, what's interesting is that in this documentary they talk about how there was a struggle to put money and effort into the women's teams, into the volleyball team, and you were integral in the UH men's volleyball team. What was that like back then to build something where there was so little support elsewhere at the time?
Well, I didn't think we were building anything. I just wanted to coach, and you know, the girls just wanted to play. So we had no idea about what we didn't have, and so we just played and we just coached and we just did it for fun and the love of the game. And then all of a sudden it started to build, and you know, when the Stan Sheriff Center was open and we had 10,000 people, that kind of went, wow, we got something really, really special here. So at first it was just for the love of the game, and then it became more of a sense of community and doing it for the state and for the university, and it's just been an amazing ride.
You know, I'm not sure if this is a question for just you or for both of you, because you get to watch him for so many years. Do you feel like you've changed the way you've coached over the years, or do you think that there's always the same thread for you?
Well, the basic thing is the basics of volleyball, and, but you know, the athletes have changed, and everything about the game has changed. The game is a national sport now, where back when we started, maybe there was 5 good teams on the West Coast, but now Penn State dominates, Florida's good, Texas is good, Nebraska, everybody's got good teams. So the growth of the sport has just been amazing in the time I've been there.
Are you going to miss following him around?
I haven't so far.
A little break after all this time. Well, so book signing coming up on November 20th, that's the 12th, that's tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., University of Hawaii Manoa Bookstore. Everybody go down there and check it out. So many people know the history and been so proud to be able to follow what you've done, what you've written about. So thank you for providing that to everyone.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you. Again, that's the 40 years coaching Hawaii's team, Wahine Volleyball. Ann Miller and Coach Dave Shoji, thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thanks.
All right, check it out, everybody.